Hello everyone, as you know my name is Carlo Orlandi, I'm a voice pedagogue, performer and researcher based in the UK. This video is going to be about breathing and supporting the voice. I have had many questions over the years about how to solve this issue, if it's an issue at all, because it's not a thing for every singer out there. But when you start in this singing journey, because it is really a journey, there always comes about this idea of breathing, knowing how to breathe for singing and knowing how to support your voice. This could be something very easy to explain, but it is not always something easy to do. So my job would be to help you understand this idea or this concept. When it comes to breathing, the best imagery, if I'm going to be talking about imagery, would be for you to think of a balloon getting full with air. Now this balloon happens to be inside you, so you should be letting this balloon get full of air and allow for this air to go as low as possible. Most of us humans normally have something that is called shallow breathing. This means that we're always doing short breaths like this, enough to keep us alive, but it's not very efficient for singing. So what we should be doing, instead of using only our uppermost lung capacity, would be to actually use also the lowermost part of our lungs. So we would be using a very deep and low breathing technique. When this happens, your belly tends to pop out, at least a little bit. Now, it doesn't go out because you are pushing it, because you are forcing it. None of those things happen because of that. It just pops out naturally. The next thing that would happen is the air to be exhaled. You know, it comes in, you hold it, and then you let the air go out. So there is inhalation, there is holding the air inside for some period of time, and then there is exhalation. Have you ever heard someone, in most cases a vocal coach, tell you that you need to support with your diaphragm, control your diaphragm? The reality is that you cannot control your diaphragm because it is an involuntary muscle. What should happen and what you should have control on are the muscles around this balloon, which are your abdominal muscles, your back muscles, and intercostal muscles, which are the muscles on your sides, and all the muscles around this balloon. Now, don't get me wrong, the diaphragm does play a role into this. It's just not something that you would be consciously able to do. It happens, so let it happen. Just know that it is not you who is consciously making that happen. Now, that's almost everything you would need to know about breathing. There is also some question that many people have really, and is how should the breath be taken in? Possibly two ways, either through the nose or through the mouth, but there is actually a third one, which is using both, like this. It's even more efficient, I would say. Now, if you have a problem with dry mouth or something like that, then it's not because you're always breathing like this, which could be, but most likely it's because you are not hydrated properly. So pay attention to that. Of course, your mouth is going to dry out eventually. If you are out there on stage singing and singing, breathing like this, it is going to get dried out. But just take a sip of water. No, this is not going to help your vocal folds. It's going to help just the feeling and the sensation, which is also good, of course. Now, we get to this interesting part of the supporting the voice. In reality, there is not much supporting, because when you have this idea of supporting, it's like you are supporting something, so you're constricted, or you are like something is locked up in your system. This would be the wrong idea. So all of this comes from the Italian word appoggio or appoggiatura. Basically, appoggio means to lean or leaning. Yes, that is the idea or the sense that it communicates. So instead of supporting something, you should be thinking of leaning the voice. Yes, so your muscles all around this balloon, remember, yeah, are going to be engaged. But engaged is not forcing your belly out or forcing your belly in or being locked in any way, like, supporting here in the diaphragm. Some people tell you that. Well, that's completely wrong. There is no tension or struggle whatsoever in a good support of the voice. The only thing you will find there is engagement that is never locked but is always elastic, so it adapts to the requirements of your voice. Elastic would mean something like this. So if someone moves you, it's elastic. That is precisely what it is. It means that it is supporting your voice in an elastic way. Think of this like a bow, for shooting arrows, that kind of bow. But this time the bow is your body. And if you produce a note that is completely free, or make a sound, let's not talk about notes or anything like this, just a sound, and you do like this, for instance, ah. So if I move myself or someone moves me while I am supporting that note, remember the idea is to lean, this is what would happen naturally. If the support is correct, this is what would happen. Keep this in mind, because this means pretty much everything and can help you a lot to understand it, yeah? That is what will happen, because it's not fixed. It's all the time. The muscles and the whole body is always engaged in it, but very elastic. So if you put anything there, it moves with it, never locked. So with this in mind, I hope you have a very good idea, and even more important, understanding of the entire process of breathing and supporting. Remember, all the time you hear the word support the voice, it actually means to lean. That is the idea it's trying to communicate. Now, this is not only for singing opera, but it helps to sing opera if that is what you're trying to do. But if you don't want to sing opera, the process is the same, because at the end of the day, your body and your vocal instrument is the same regardless of the genre of music that you choose to be singing. So the nature of it is always going to be the same. You just have to adapt it and apply it to whatever music style or genre you want to sing, yeah? Now, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would like to encourage you to do this to build a community. And if you have one question, probably someone else has an answer for it. If you want to go further and learn even faster and have the support you feel you need, I'm offering private lessons, sometimes even courses. So I will leave you the link below to my website. Have a look there, because sometimes I have special offers and things that could interest you and really help you in this journey of singing and discovering your own unique voice. With that said, I hope to see you in the next one. Oh, by the way, remember that I have quite a few videos about singing. They are at different levels. Not all of them are very professional. They explain pretty much the same ideas in a different way, but they could also help. So I would invite you to go ahead and have a look at my channel and my previous videos as well. I would also appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, share this with your friends, hit the like button, and leave a comment, because it really helps me build this community so that I can offer more information for free on this platform to all of you. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!
Nel cor più non mi sento